Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., was more than just a pivotal figure in American history. He was a beacon of hope and justice whose legacy continues to influence our present and shape our future. Born on January 15, 1929, in the heart of Atlanta, Georgia, Martin Luther King Jr. emerged from humble beginnings to become a towering presence in the fight for civil rights. As the son of Reverend Martin Luther King Sr. and Alberta Williams King, he was raised in a deeply religious household, set against the backdrop of a racially segregated society. His academic journey was marked by early achievements. King graduated from Morehouse College with a BA in sociology, advancing his theological studies at Crozer Theological Seminary, where he received his B.Div. His intellectual curiosity led him to Boston University, where he earned a Ph.D. in systematic theology in 1955. His scholarly background provided a strong foundation for his leadership in the civil rights movement. Dr. King's rise to prominence was closely tied to his leadership of the Montgomery Bus Boycott from 1955 to 1956. The boycott was spurred by Rosa Parks' arrest, marking a seismic shift towards dismantling structural racism. Through his eloquent leadership and commitment to nonviolence, King, along with his peers, led the boycott to success, culminating in a landmark Supreme Court ruling that declared segregation on public buses unconstitutional. In 1957, recognizing the power of collective moral action, King co-founded the Southern Christian Leadership Conference, SCLC. The organization aimed to harness the moral authority of churches and communities in a concerted fight against racial injustice through nonviolent protest. King's prowess as an orator was immortalized during the March on Washington in 1963 with his "I Have a Dream" speech, a poignant vision of racial harmony and equality. This speech, given at the steps of the Lincoln Memorial, solidified his place in history as not just a leader but a visionary. The same year, during the Birmingham campaign, King faced arrest, but turned adversity into action by penning the influential letter from Birmingham Jail, a defense of civil disobedience and a call to action for those who hesitated to support the cause. King was instrumental in events such as the Selma to Montgomery marches in 1965, pivotal in the push for African American voting rights. His relentless activism was vital in ushering in the Civil Rights Act of 1964 and the Voting Rights Act of 1965, landmark legislation that redefined American society. Dr. King's philosophy was heavily influenced by Mahatma Gandhi's principle of ahimsa, nonviolence. He deftly combined Christian theology with Gandhian philosophy, advocating for justice, equality, and peace, believing that love and nonviolence were the ultimate weapons against racial injustice. In 1964, at just 35 years old, King was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize, acknowledging his unwavering commitment to nonviolent protest and his tireless campaign against racial segregation. Tragically, Martin Luther King Jr.'s life was cut short on April 4, 1968, when he was assassinated at the Lorraine Motel in Memphis, Tennessee.